watching PNN, Paraguay's news leader. Because people don't have TVs here, so there's no competition.
Me llamo David.
Y me llamo Billy. Today, since we aren't actual newscasters, and since nobody actually watches this show, we're just going to do something easy. We're going to talk about our country, Paraguay. To the east of Paraguay is Brazil, to the south is Argentina, and to the northwest is Bolivia. Paraguay is located at about 60 degrees west and 25 degrees south. East of the Paraguay River is the Región Oriental, where 90% of the population lives. To the west of the river is the Chaco region, which is drier. The climate in Paraguay is temperate.
The two official languages of Paraguay are Spanish and Guarani. Dora, can you teach us some Guarani?
Hi, I'm Dora. Can you say copyright infringements? Good! Do you know how to speak Guarani? Me neither. Let's say their alphabet. Repeat after me. A. You're not repeating after me. You're not repeating after me. I know where you live. Let's try it again. A, E, J, E, K, K, He, E, J, K, Le, Me, Be, Ne, De, Ge, Te, Ye, O, Pe, Re, Se, Te, U, O, Ve, He, E. Good! If you want me to repeat that, too bad. Ha! Jeff, I know where you live.
And now we're going to talk about the history of Paraguay. Before the Europeans arrived, Paraguay was inhabited by the native tribes of the Tupi and the Guarani. Later, they worked side by side with the Spanish. Unfortunately, in 1721, they had a failed revolution. But on May 15, 1811, they became independent from both Spain and Rio de Plata. At that point, immigrants began coming from Spain, Italy, and Germany. Their first ruler was El Supremo, and he was their first ruler, not a taco from Taco Bell. And he was paranoid about Paraguay becoming independent and wanted them to become a regional power. So he invaded Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay at the same time. Unfortunately, half of their population died. Later, they were involved in what was called the Chaco War, over the Chaco region with Bolivia. The company Shell took sides with Paraguay, and the company Standard Oil took sides with Bolivia. Now, David, what can you tell us about their government?
Well, Paraguay's constitution was passed in 1992, and the government power is centered in the executive branch, which consists of the president and his 10-member cabinet. Paraguay is a republic headed by a president elected for a 5-year term and assisted by a vice president. He or she cannot be re-elected for a second consecutive term. Under the president is the bicameral Congress, which is an 80-member chamber of deputies and a 45-member Senate. What happened? What do you mean we used all the power in Paraguay? Jose, you can make your toast after the newscast. Trenton, get on the treadmill. Now that we're back, let's talk about religion. Jesuits converted the natives to Roman Catholics in the 17th century, but they were expelled in 1767. Most people in Paraguay are Catholics, but a small group of people in the Chaco region are Mennonites, and they practice a very old form of Protestantism. Now we go to Randy Martin, who is live at a restaurant in Asunción.
Thank you, David. Here I am in La Chichis in Asunción.
Hola, would you like to order?
No thanks, I have a sandwich. You can leave now. Well, there are lots of specialties in Paraguay. 2 of them are chipa bread, which is a cornbread made from starch, Paraguayan cheese, milk, and manioc flour. The other is mbea, which is also made from manioc flour, but is a flat cake-like bread and is very different from chipa bread. There are 2 very common meat dishes in Paraguay called puchero and guiso. Puchero is a meat stew with cornmeal dumplings, vegetables, and tomato paste. Guiso is made with sausage, rice, and is served with chipa bread. One more famous food is sopa paraguaya. It is a soup made from cheese, milk, onions, and mashed corn. Another corn dish is chipa guazu, which is a casserole that is very common during the corn harvest.
Hi, welcome to Chi-Chi's. Would you like to order?
Yes, please.
Thanks, Randy. That was very interesting. I can't wait for dinner tonight.
And now we go to Trenton, live in Asunción, to learn about the economy of our great nation.
Here in Paraguay, there is a GDP per capita of $4,800. There's a labor force of 2.706 million people and an unemployment rate of 9.4%. 27.8% of the GDP goes towards a public debt. Exports are cotton, sugarcane, and industries are cement and textiles. They produce 50.66 billion kilowatts of electricity per year, 90% of which is exported. Each year, Paraguay spends $5.71 billion on imports and gains $4.838 billion on export. The country is in debt of $3.362 billion US dollars. Their currency is guarani, and $1 equals 5,672.8 guarani. Here is one Paraguayan dollar.
Thank you, Trenton. Wow, our country is poor. David?
Now we go to Randy at the Asunción Country Club to see what Paraguayans do in their free time.
Thank you, David. There isn't much leisure time for the poor because they have to work most of the day. When they do have free time, there's village bingo and fishing if they live near water. There's also lots of storytelling. Most Paraguayans play soccer and volleyball because of their simplicity and affordability. The wealthier people will play golf and basketball. They can also afford to watch horse racing, television, and movies imported from Argentina. The average Paraguayan cannot afford a television, so they have radios. For some people, a radio still exceeds their budget because there isn't much electricity and batteries are very expensive.
Thank you, Randy.
And now we go to Trenton, who is currently celebrating one of our many holidays.
One of the most celebrated holidays in Paraguay is Carnival, which is the day before Lent. Most Paraguayans participate with food, music, and parades. Arete Guazú is another holiday around the same time as Carnival. It is used to celebrate culture and heritage. May 15th is the day when Paraguay celebrates the anniversary of its independence from Spain. Dia Internacional del Trabajo is the Day of the Worker, when Paraguay celebrates all the people in its workforce.
Thank you, Trenton.
Thinking of visiting our great country of Paraguay? Now we go to Randy Martin for all of the great tourist attractions.
Thank you, David. Some sights to see is the capital city, Asunción, which has many parks, plazas, a botanical garden, golf course, and a small zoo. Luque is the home of the famous Paraguayan harps, and the Central Circuit is a popular tourist itinerary. Its 125-mile route that shows some of the country's most interesting sights is clustered around the capital. Along the Parana, the Iguazu Falls is also a major attraction. The Italpu Dam is the largest hydroelectric complex in the world, which is over 112 miles long. The Chaco has many farms and schools founded by Mennonites, and Paraguay holds the 7th of the largest Jesuit missions.
About it wraps up our newscast for today.
And now you know a lot more about Paraguay.
Hope to see you again soon.